Holiday time objection. So all this objection is when you go through a good report of findings, the patient says that they want to start care, and then when it gets to the numbers, they say, well, hey doc, I really want to start care, but I can't because of the holidays, and I got a lot of stuff, I got to buy gifts or whatever it may be, right? So first and foremost, just understand that for that patient, it wasn't serious enough. So that's where we got to look at it, and that's the key point. So that's going to be either a day one or a day two problem where they just don't see the value in it, and we got to get them to that point. So day one, there's certain procedures where we got to make sure we're saying the right things to upscale and bring value there. But more so, what I'm real heavy on is that report of findings. They have to know that it's serious from the moment you walk in that door. You're like, hey, Mr. So-and-so, I got your x-rays, a few things on there that we got to discuss, and I want you to understand in every detail, and I'm going to let you know what we can do for you. And that tone alone should set the pace for that, in the direction for that report of findings. And if you're saying the right things as you go, and you're making it an open conversation where you're not just talking at them, and you're opening it up to where they actually have questions they're asking, and you're leading them with those questions, you're getting a bunch of yeses. If you do all these things the right way, the patient is going to see, that it is something necessary. Chiropractic is necessary for everyone, right? And also they're going to see the value in it, and they're going to see that, what, I'm going to have to figure this out. I'm going to have to pay, and I'm going to have to figure all that other holiday stuff. That's secondary. That's not the priority in my life. My priority is my health. And if you go about it the right way, that's what you're going to get. So it's the seriousness of it. You do not want to walk into a consult if you have that in your head that could possibly be an objection. If you're walking in and you're thinking, man, I don't want to get this objection to where, they're going to say I can't afford care because I got to buy gifts. Like, that's in my mind, and it's absolutely ridiculous. If it's about your health, you're not going to be able to take care of your family for the years to come. You're not going to be able to buy gifts, for the years to come. And you got to have that conviction as a doc. And if you can get that in your head, again, this goes back to everything. This goes back to putting yourself in the position of the patient. It goes back to reading the report of, reading the consult form, reading their intake forms, everything they've written, looking at, the amount of degeneration, on the x-ray, and understanding where they're going to be in the next few years. You do not want that on your conscience. You don't want a patient to suffer and go down that road. And if you have that conviction, it'll come off, and it'll be portrayed in your tone, your body language, the direction that you take them in, and they're going to take it serious, and you're not going to get that objection. And that's it. And I stand by this, and I say it holds true. December is always my biggest month, and it's because I see it as a challenge, and I know that I got to double down, and I got to be more on purpose and more on point, and more, connect more so with the patient, because we're going to eliminate those objections. And if you do all this right, you're not going to get that, and you're going to have a great report of findings, and you're going to sign up a lot of patients. Good deal.